Hey Jams. It's been a little while since we did any videos. I feel like we start every video recently like that. But no, we are slowly disappearing from social media. Whether that's going to be long term or not, I'm not sure. There's a couple of reasons for it, which I'm going to get into briefly, because why not? So the first reason is definitely an us thing. We came off the antidepressants we were taking in November, December last year, and actually this entire year we have not been doing very well. It was definitely the right move. I think there's a place for medications in mental health treatment, and for us, when we went on antidepressants, we needed to and it was helpful, but I genuinely believe for most people there's something that should be used in the short term, and for us the time was right to come off them as well. But we have been struggling. We've been a lot more soupy, a lot more just really not doing very well. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is, I don't really quite know how to explain it. Like, we have noticed social media, the internet, I mean, even outside of social media, people generally are much more mean, judgmental and mean at the moment. And I think a lot of that is political issues, things that perhaps shouldn't be political issues but are being made political issues, and people are being generally herded towards you have to choose. And I get that, but it does make people much more aggressive, and it feels like the internet nowadays is full of people just screaming at each other, not listening to what the other side has to say, just literally screaming at each other. And it's really bad for our mental health being around that. So we've tried to avoid it, because we don't want that in our lives, anywhere in our lives. And it has made us stop and think and be like, so what is the purpose? Why were we making these videos on TikTok? Why were we sharing with people? Because we never wanted to have a huge audience. And we don't, by the way. We never wanted to have thousands of followers. Thank goodness we don't. We just wanted to feel less alone. We wanted to meet people that were struggling with the things we were struggling with, because we didn't know anyone that was struggling with this stuff. We wanted a little community, and for the most part I find the DID community quite toxic, I guess. Like, it's not, but that's not a symptom of the DID community, that's just the internet as a whole is a very toxic place at the moment. And the DID community on TikTok or on Instagram or wherever is no different from that. There are high levels of toxicity that we're trying to avoid, but we've made some connections with people on here that have been so valuable to us that we wouldn't have made otherwise. So we've been thinking a lot, and we are still going to carry on posting, and we are still going to carry on trying to do our morning wanders and things, because it has helped us to talk out loud about some of the things we struggle with, and have other people say, oh, I struggle with that too, or oh, this is something I've experienced, or I don't experience that, but I experienced something different, and this is how I deal with it. Like, that has all been super useful to us. We don't want to lose that. But I don't know, we're struggling a bit with being afraid of people. I don't know. Anyway, chums, that's it, I think. That's all we're going to say today. And we'd love to get back into posting more regularly, but I don't know whether we will. Because we've got our little community now. We've got a little Discord group. It's got very few people in it, systems in it. They're very supportive and kind and nice and gentle, and that's lovely. I was finishing. I'm stopping. I'm just going to stop talking. Hope you're all okay. Hope everyone is looking after themselves well and keeping their brains safe amongst all of this crazy screaming that is going on. Bye, chums.